I thought I had another dehumidifier in the trash, but it was the evaporator cooler one, which is sold on Amazon. It's a real piece of shit. Like, it kind of works. If you put ice water in it, it kind of works. But probably people were paying a lot of money for it in Amazon. So, there's a Twin Tower raids right there from the smudge. Um, it would kind of be okay, but not really. Use aloe vera gel on your burns. Look at that. What a difference. Really works. What a difference. It's actually like lightening up, and what a difference. I didn't use it at all. I had nothing. And I burned myself an old blue over here, and that one healed pretty well. I had worse ones though over here. One was from a stove, one was from a catalytic converter, and something else. Hot oil maybe. I don't know. I'm gonna get a couple. This was the worst. I should have put something on here. The bike when I fell off the bike, right over here by condo land, the front wheel locked up, went right over. Luckily, I kind of know how to fall, and this I ground pretty good on my wrist, abrasion, and that's not going away, like ever. Oh, that's probably like that's over a year ago. Yeah, because that happened before the thumb cut, I think. I think so. Yeah, this year seems to be a year of being burned. Last year is a year of getting cut. Hopefully nothing next year. Mini buckets are put away. Home Depot sells a mini bucket. They want $11 for it. Home Depot, may not Ace Hardware, I mean, sells them $1.09. So I have to do that. I was also waiting in line at Walmart, and I look weird. My whole body shape looks weird. I look really, really wide in the security cameras. And whatever, it is what it is. I am what I am. And I look fat because I probably am. Um, so, at least we got big arms though now, strong. I'm scrapping. What else is going on? I don't know. We sold that torch last night. Only made like 272 off eBay after all the fees. I don't know. Yeah, I could have squeezed probably like another 20 to 30 bucks out of it. I probably should have, but it was used. So I don't know what the value was on it. Probably needs to be like rebuilt. Who knows? Probably the buyer would complain about it. Yeah. I don't know. We found Honda ECMs, which I had in the back of Whitey for a couple days now. They're worth $200 a piece. Piece. It's crazy. From like old Civics and a Honda Prelude. That's what since 2001, I think. So whoever was over there, they were parting out Honda parts, and I still got Honda power steering pumps and oil pans and all this other shit. It's all just gonna go in the scrap iron yard. I can't ID it, so it's all it's gonna wind up going there. Fuel rails, you know. I can't hoard onto it. We should go to the scrapper tomorrow. That looks so ugly. I don't know how people they get like they tattoos and shit. I don't know. I get freaked out just by scabs. I don't know. Not my thing. Um, so we gotta go freight ship this printer. Or try to. We gotta test Weed Eater. Downpour it again, like flooding rain. Fast. My mini bucket's not here. We gotta go to Ace. Look for another Ace mini bucket. Maybe they might have them. Maybe they don't. They do. They do. They don't. They don't. We're finally gonna start a mini bucket collection. But that actually might not bubble now. I don't know. The proper lotion on your skin. Proper lotion on your skin. For the basket. Makes the burn scar go away. I'm thinking this one I might have freaking got on the mirror of the truck. I don't know. The stainless mirrors on Whitey. It might have been. I don't know. I'm thinking. I don't know. But I'm just happy though. I think this month I actually have enough money to pay for everything, and we're gonna have a little bit of extra. Just from getting rid of stuff, and I have less stuff, which is like a win-win-win-win-win. Less stuff sold, more money, or whatever. I think we got $1,000 saved now for my imaginary Home Depot trailer. Now we need a spot to keep it. There's a lot of opportunity out there, though. You just have to go you get it. Your main thing is to just do it instead of going, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. No, you got to cut that out. I used to do that when it came to listing items. Thought it was the most horrible thing to take a picture of an item and list it. Now it's a game to me and how fast I can do it. How fast can I take the pictures? How fast can I list the item accurately? How fast can I, whatever, weigh it, package it? It's a game to me. It used to be, I don't want to take a picture and list it. It's horrible. Now we're just banging out. If you're not gonna do it right now, you're never gonna do it. So it's easy. It's easy. Think about the psychological effects of listing an item. Just go do it as fast as you can. Bang it out, and then you're gonna make $1 off it eventually. It might take 90 days, might take a year, might take 2 years, but as long as it's out there, part of your portfolio, your for sale portfolio, just keep on growing it. It will sell. It's all stuff working in the background, and it's perfectly fine. Even if it looks like you have a bunch of shit, as long as all the shit's for sale, I'm not worrying about it. I ain't worried about it. If it's not for sale, then I'm worrying about it, and I'm not using it. But if it's all for sale, I'm not worrying about it. And then when it's for sale and it's not selling, you can kind of consolidate that and just get rid of it or junk it. Scrap it. Yeah, we should really make our way to the scrap barn yard tomorrow. The truck's running terrible, so I need an empty bed. And then we gotta get cracking on all this copper wire because probably uninsulated as is with the weight I have. Probably have like 50 pounds of wire, so it's probably like $50 of wire right now. So if I chop it up and I strip it, I should get like 100 or more. So I gotta work on that. Storage unit kid was supposedly gonna show up and call me or text me. Never did. He won't. It's okay. He don't care. That one's very weird. There's one of those flaky people that say they're gonna do something. Whoa. They say they're gonna do something. They say they're gonna call you this day. They say they're gonna show up this week, and then they don't show up. I don't know. I had that from a person that were gonna show up on a Monday, and they never did, which is strange. And they called me on a Tuesday, and you'd think they would let me know, like, oh, it was a Sunday or something. I don't know what the fuck it was. Maybe it was a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday, and they never did. And I literally had like, I hate that shit waiting around, and I was like ready, and I was like waiting, and then waiting, and the whole fucking day went by. And I go, oh, one of these kinds again, and it fucked up my like whole day. And then the next day they wanted to meet or something. And I was like, oh, bad day for me today. It was better for me yesterday. And then the storage unit kid, I guess the same way. Oh, I'm gonna be over there, and I'm gonna be over there. Never do. I'm one of those people when like it's better that way. Like if you making plans, just say, all right, how about now? How about right now? How about in 10 minutes? How about in an hour? All right, and then you just do it and then get it over with. That's the way you gotta do it. That's the way you gotta do it. Because if you don't, you're gonna be waiting around forever, and I have done that. It burns. Sucks, man. Luckily, it's been cloudy the last couple days. It's been cloudy, and I'm like, no burns. We forgot to look down a little shit bin down the road too, and see if there's any more brass in there. I got some fittings out of there yesterday. There's a boatload of brass in there, but it's heavy now. I was gonna go march my ass down there when the contractor dude's down there and ask him if he wanted the brass. And I'm like, yo man, can I take your brass? I might say yeah. A lot of people don't give a fuck anymore. A guy doing screen enclosures here one time in Condo Land, he saw what I was doing in Whitey, just going around collecting shit. He's like, you scrap? I'm like, yeah, sometimes. He says, hey, you want all this aluminum? I go, yeah. And he said, I got a longer piece though, it won't fit. I should have tell him I'll make it fit, and I should have took it anyway, because it was heavy shit. It wasn't extruded or nothing. He said he was giving me like extruded price. He's like, oh, that's worth like 85 cents a pound. I go, that's sheet, bro. They ain't gonna do that. I'm like, I mean, arguing with the man. So I didn't do good. I didn't do too much on it. Maybe I got freaking like $25 for the sheets or something, but still, not bad. Not complaining. Money's money. Make money off junk. Easiest way is to price per pound, man. Price per pound is a interesting way of getting paid. So yeah, right place, right time. Right place, right time is probably a lot of things. Works with life. Everything has to align with the energy in the universe. Everything just has to align perfectly for it to work out. So you either believe it or you don't. I believe it. And then also, probably energy runs out over time, unfortunately, and you don't have that opportunity anymore. Which is even more of a bummer, and you have to make an opportunity for yourself. So, someone had an interesting point, I think, on people and your ability to like care and like love for one another, and then you lose that for that person and the thing that you actually like. It goes away and you lose it. But they say you shouldn't really make a big deal about it because you still have that. That comes from within. So as long as you have that and you're, spreading it, it doesn't really. You shouldn't really bug you that. It shouldn't bug you that you don't have another person to do that to anymore. I don't know. Kind of makes sense. Kind of doesn't. Because you shouldn't get upset about it because it's you. And, you did what you were doing. You felt right. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. But you have to fix your pickup truck still, and in September. Anyway, at least someone's not smoking in the house today. Someone's smoking in the house for like a fucking week, and the whole place stinks. I don't know what's going on with that. I think the dog's dying in there too, sucking down smoke. No one seems to care. Man. So that's not only like a burn, it's like a damn slice too. I don't know, very strange. Injuring myself too much. I returned 2 Neon Speeder Hot Wheels cars. I had no idea. There's 2 cars, $847. I was up with tax and everything. What the fuck? That's a lot of money for 2 little tiny cars. I returned it though. My 2002 will be on the shelf again. They seem to sell fast. I think like a month ago, or no, 2 months ago maybe, they had the whole rack full. It was missing the Porsche, I think, and that was about it. But a guy over there was taking them, and I wanted to buy them all, but I priced it, and I literally couldn't afford it would have threw me over like my credit card, like the other, I don't know what it would have been, like $34 or something for like the whole set of cars. It would have threw me over for the month, and I couldn't like afford it, and it kind of affected me. It was maybe it was like a month, 2 months ago. And I said, we have to do something different. We have to do something different. What happened to the old days of me and anything and anything? I was like, no problem. So we're fixing it. We're fixing that mess. At least now I can afford the cards again. Yeah, shouldn't be like that. When I fix that, just by hustling and going out there more and doing things that I just generally didn't want to do, but I said I had to do. And then that's how you make things go. Yeah. Anyway. You know what I just noticed? This is what I just noticed. This blower. That Husqvarna blower, that's from 2005. 145 BT, it's like legendary. Kawasaki 2-stroke engine, legendary. That pipe on it is so much smaller than the newer ones that like Blower Man has. They made the pipes on the blower so fat now. Even my handheld one, where is it? Right there. From Perfect Paver Company in Southwest Florida, has a fatter tube than that other one. Yeah. That thing's the shit. Right place, right time again. Oh man, anyway. Hopefully things improve. I can't believe the freaking Honda ECMs I have though. $200 a piece. That's like. And then I have the baby stroller. That's worth like $400 or $500 maybe, or at least 200. What else do we have? Rocking Horse is worth freaking $80. I don't know. That's a lot of other stuff. We'll get money for that junker trailer. We just have to find a place to put it in no time. I keep telling everyone, every random person, I keep talking to random strangers, and I keep talking to anyone, and I keep telling them about my situation, and one day someone's going to say yes. One day, someone nice is going to say yes, and they'll be like, yeah, I'll store your trailer for you. You go get that trailer. I'll store it. There was a guy, this old guy, I think he's still alive, could be close to 90 now. His name was Dorsey. He has like a weird name. He's down south of here. He painted my tailgate once for like nothing. And I was like, I would have gave him more freaking money for it, but I was like, bro. He said, just pay me the materials. That's what he wanted. Pay the materials. And he had like $40 in materials or something. I was like, I don't fucking know. I was like, I don't know. I said, I'm fucking broke. Working here. I probably should have gave him like more for the tailgate, but he didn't even fucking care as long as the materials were paid for. So, I don't know. He painted my tailgate. What his whole deal was, he always said, if I ever get a tow truck, I'll hire you for a driver. He was kind of like weird, and I don't know. He was old as hell, still working, doing car stuff. I think his wife was sick and then eventually died. I don't know. He had a weird deal. But he would just talk to me a lot. And then I think they didn't quite like understand though some things as well, because like I was having a fallout at that place, because how they were treating everyone like shit at the time, and he didn't get it. He was like, "Come on, bring my car out. You drive the wrecker." I'm like, "I don't drive the tow truck anymore. This place sucks. They're not fixing that thing. I'm not driving a freaking truck that's falling apart." But it was unfortunate that I kind of had to be like shitty to them, and I didn't want to, just because I didn't have the authority to at the place. And he was his own business owner, so of course his business owner thinks he can do whatever he wants. But yeah, he always said things like that too, like promises or whatever. But a lot of people are just full of shit. Yeah, I tell you what, I would be nice to people if I ever had land. Some people say you can't do that though. Maybe you can't. Maybe you can. Maybe a lot of people are just unappreciative. I don't know. I would probably be nice to people if I had land, and I would let people store their shit over there. I don't know. Or I'd do it for a very, 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 very low rate. But it seems like everyone gets abusive though over time. I don't know. We have to fix that in society. Everything doesn't stay good forever. That's what it comes down to. Communication doesn't stay good forever. People won't talk to you forever. A lot of things are like that. So who knows? So maybe I never will find a place to store a trailer or a car or a van or a tow truck. I don't know. I have to do it my own way. Let's wait a little longer. Wait a little longer. A lot of times too, when you're giving people a deal and like you're helping them out because they're in a bind or something, they can't afford stuff, instead of fixing that problem and putting money towards that problem, they think that problem is solved and they get too comfortable, and then they are not fixing that problem anymore with their finances, and they're like gonna show up one day with like a freaking Porsche and be like, "What the fuck, bro? You said you were poor, and now you bought that? Like you still have your junk over here?" So that happens too. So I don't know. First step is if someone gives you a spot for anything, they want like nothing for it. Embrace it, but don't keep it there forever. Work on it and get it the hell out of there the first chance you have. So that's what I would do with a junker trailer. I'll be loading that shit up with everything I have that I can find, and that thing will be going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, load, unload, load, unload, load, unload, until I have enough for a piece of land. Store it there. Anyway, what else we gotta do? Can almost afford Lego Pac-Man. That's amazing. $260. And I can afford Lego Bowser. It was $250. Isn't that amazing? And I got extra money. This from whatever. It's not going to be there forever, though, the opportunity. And I didn't check the thrift store, and I didn't check a couple other thrift stores. I don't know. I should ride over there tomorrow. Check it out. We got to check out the new Publix next door. I thought I was going to go to the old Publix because it's been so damn long having to go to that one over there. I don't have to go to that one anymore. Yes. Anyway. Nobody's watching anyway. YouTube is broken. Oh, there's like no freaking CDL openings again here in this area. Like nothing. I looked after giving up last week. For a whole week, nothing. I don't know. I probably could, next time I go to Scrap Iron Yard, I get a Scrapper Girl about it. They don't have anything listed online, but you never know. Maybe there's someone to talk to there. And who knows, maybe they have something open. I don't know. That's like my only hope. Scrap Iron Yard. And there's a place in the back over here. I gotta go. There's two places. I have to go ask them. That could be a link to. I have no idea what the company name is. And it seems like the trucks just stay there. They're like roll-off trucks. So I have to go over there during business hours and bash on their door. And then they'll probably tell me no, but still, at least I tried. And then we won't have to try anymore, you see. Hello, Mr. Morgan. Mr. Arthur Morgan. Bye. That was fast. You got mad already? Because I said your name? Some people are like that. And you say people's name and acknowledge them, they're here, there, and then they're poof. Poof. Like Burns. Anyway, we're out of here. Go get some more mini buckets, maybe. Maybe we'll tomorrow. Home Depot has a Halloween bucket for $2.98. Kind of don't want to spend $2.98 on a bucket because all my buckets are free. You see? I want to see my free bucket collection. Free. Listen to some of it. Free. There's like 8 more outside. How many buckets does someone need? Free. More buckets. Free. That's like a 2-gallon or 3-gallon, something like that. Free. How many buckets do we have? I don't know. There's probably more over there. There's probably more. Are you here yesterday? That's good. Come back tomorrow, maybe. I talk about other BS in here. I can almost afford things again. It's amazing. You just gotta keep on trying and keep on doing shit, and then you can afford stuff. Again, that day affected my day when I went to Walmart and I had the old neon speeder cars, and I couldn't afford like 5 cars at $3.47. I knew it was gonna throw me over, and I was like, man, we gotta fix something with that. So he went crazy, and we really invested in an extra dumpster loop, and boy oh boy, that was life changing, and it still is life changing. All these years, I could have been doing a dumpster loop. Oh my god, I was waiting around a condo land. I was waiting around condo land for people to throw out good stuff. Do that. Get it. Go out there and do 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 like a roach I just killed in the kitchen sink. The roach with the little ant things going. Ding, ding, ding. You got to do that out there for junk and drive around and go down all the little roads and alleys with your little things going, and you find the loot and you can junk it. There's more scrap in the storage unit dumpster. And Perfect Pavers, they threw out more Ryobi sprayers. I was gonna try to fix the damn things and start selling them, but I don't know. They threw out about 16 of them already, and they cost like $150 new. I don't know. I don't know why they do that. So, they didn't throw any more blowers out though yet. Anyway, we're picking our burn, picking our nose. My mini bucket is put inside. You might be able to afford some more. This is freaking awesome though, seriously, when you can afford stuff again. This is awesome. It's pretty cool. It's a nice feeling. I need my own business, so it will motivate me to do more. And when you have your own business, to go get back money for the business and to pay yourself. So it's a nice feeling. Nice rewarding feeling. More rewarding than going, oh no, I gotta wake up and go back to this place again. Now I'm gonna do as little as possible at my job. No, not like that. You go out there, you have fun for a couple hours, come back, make money. Hello. Oh man, I still gotta buy my scrapper magnet. I can afford that. eBay, I'm gonna buy it. Remind me, I gotta shut this down and buy it. It's a keychain magnet that you put on your keys. Well, the scrapper people have them. See, I've been making a chain loop out of things I found in the trash. I have little loops. So I found 3 things already. So I keep on making it longer and longer and longer when I find stuff. Maybe I'll have a six loop by the end of the year. And I can put my magnet on it. Put my scrapper magnet on my little chain I'm making. And then boom, boom. Yeah, I need to buy one. Let me get that. And I don't have to carry around the big magnet that I broke, the Craftsman one. That was made by Ullman. Ullman makes a very good Ullman. Look it up. Ullman telescoping magnet. It's pretty good. Florida boy? I ain't no Florida boy. I'm a New York boy living in Florida. I still have more years in the Northeast than I have here. Yeah, still. So, I'm still a Northeastern boy. I'm a city boy. Not really. I lived on Long Island with the yuppies. Oh, man. Yeah. Longer than that. I have 16 years of accumulation. This place used to be empty. And then it just kept filling up with free shit. And then I wasn't really selling it or using it. And I was just kept on collecting. I was in a collecting phase. And I wasn't in a using phase or reselling phase. It got a little crazy. But we've been fixing it. We've been fixing it. It's a lot less useless crap than what I used to have. Now I have functional stuff. And all this shit has to go in old blue, but they keep driving the fucking thing around all day. So I can't do it. I want to get rid of all this shit on the roof of the wagon. It's all, it's what, gear oil for the front and rear diffs, transfer case oil, and I think that's it. And it needs new brake hoses and brake fluid. Flush. And then that'll all be done. We can get it off the roof of the effing car. So, One day. Oh yeah, I got these decorative. Whoa! Found these in a storage place too. We gotta get rid of these freaking things. This car is loaded with these decorative wreaths, and people got them on their door everywhere. Shit, even if I sell these things for like freaking 2 for 10, these shits gotta go. There's like so many in here. But yeah, we gotta work on that to clear out this car. Oh my god, I think the guy threw. Holy shit! I think he scrapped those too. The freaking door things. You see they're all busted on this car. I think he threw those away in the pile too. Some guy in Canada it has a toxic family, and then they threw away. They wanted to throw away all his car parts, and it's thousands of dollars in car parts. This door needs to be adjusted. I should work on that one day. It sits up high over here and over here. Or when the car was rear-ended, it got bent, one or the other. But I don't think it really got bent because it always was like that. You see how the door's tucked in over here? It's just not right. And it rubs over here. What? Yeah, they threw away, like, their toxic parents made them throw away their car parts. And they had like $4,000 or shit that I probably was throwing. And it had Cadillac vents too. I want to put Cadillac vents on this car. They're like these long tubey things that you gotta take the carpet out, and the seats out in the front. And then you put these long vents and you cut little holes, and then you get little like AC and heater vents underneath the car, which is pretty cool. Freaking throw them away. What the fuck? Anyway. We got better with that anyway. I think Moldy Mac had something like that too, to move the seats back in the car. He rigged up a small little battery pack to go get the car. I actually had some small batteries. I got to test them before I scrap them. And I really want to scrap shit. I don't know. Maybe I'll keep them for another week. I don't fucking know. I got too much scrap metal, and I'm running out of time. So I don't know. I have a feeling if I don't unload my scrap on Friday, I'm gonna have more on the weekend, and then I'm really gonna be overflowing in the back of the truck. I don't know, but that's what I need the trailer for, and a yard and a house. I don't have to worry about this shit. Yeah, I got a bunch of small 12-volt batteries. Some of them might be good. I should really go outside right now and go test them. I should. Some look like they're new. I don't know. They were just throwing them away. I don't know. But you can use those too to hook them up to the car battery terminals and move the seat back and shit in the junkyard. I don't know. I found that. Oh, I'll show you. I found this where that Bronco, like the cutting torch was that I sold for like $272. Well, that was my net that I got. It was in this bag, this rigid tool bag. These probably, I don't know what these cost. Rigid tool bag. It was filthy, and I gave it a quick hose job, a vacuum, the grease, and a little light scrub. I didn't even scrub it too much. I should use a brush. It came out pretty good though for an old tool bag. It was missing one of the ends, but I crimped a new end on from a luggage bag. It was missing one of those over here. It's like not, a little tore up. Not terrible though for a tool bag. And we're gonna use that for my new junkyard bag. I used to use another bag which is long gone. It was a Glem, Glem. I think it was Glem, Glem. It was actually an airplane airplane book bag, like learning how to fly an airplane, and it was pretty cool material. And then I think I gave away the books to crazy, what was his name, Jimmy, I don't know. It was this crazy guy. He was like a near homeless guy that worked at the car auction. He was like super religious, really strange and like awkward. Probably had like some kind of like twitch and mental problems, I don't know. But he was alright. He's talked to me a lot. Older man, had like rotten teeth. But he wanted airplane books for the longest time. So I used to find books and I was given books. And yeah, he was very happy to have flying books. And he said, "Oh yeah, those books teach you how to fly an airplane." I go, "Really?" I had no idea. They're old, but the information is still there. So he has them all. Anyway, that was my good deed. He's probably dead or something, or kicked out of where he was living, or he's living in the street. Who the hell knows if he's even still alive? I just don't know. He used to have like this big old like wart on his arm and shit that was like pussing out blood. And then one day he yelled at everyone and said, "You have way you're treating these old people. You're gonna go to hell." And then he got fired. I don't know. It was weird. So yeah, they go flying books. But I had my tools in that bag for the longest time. And then I finally punched a hole to it because it wasn't an industrial bag like that rigid bag is. So that should work out better. You always get an upgrade for free. And they in the trash can, in the trash. Maybe it's a sign to go to the junkyard again. Because going to the junkyard again with a toolkit was also something I wanted to do because there's parts you can pull off the cars that literally you pay $20 to $30 for, and you can flip them for 550 or better dollars, or at least $500 or better. It's fucking nuts, and you'd pay $20 to $30 for it. It's possible, and you do that over and over and over and over again. You just gotta know your niche vehicles and what the parts sell for. Like those freaking ECMs that I got out of the dumpster, Honda Prelude or a Honda Civic, like a 92 to 95 Honda Civic ECM. Both of them sell for $200 or better. ECMs, so that's $400 of ECMs that someone was throwing away. I cracked open the covers. There's no leaking capacitors and shit. Like an ECM, like never dies. In my case, like never really disc completely breaks an engine control module, unless there was a severe problem with the car, or there was water intrusion or something. But I took the covers off and they're dry. There's no corrosion, no nothing. It's like the amount of parts they had in a dumpster. They were probably literally parting out cars at one point, and it was this extra sitting on the shelf. And they said, "Oh, we don't need this shit anymore. I don't got time for it." And they just dumped it because it took up fucking like this much space, like a huge space. So anyway, hopefully they sell and I get $400. Dumpster life is good, man. I'm telling you. Dumpster life is a life. It won't last forever. But there's a bunch of opportunities. Just know what you're looking for. Pick the right spots. And hit it up over and over and over again. I like the people hitting up the petty thrift store over there for stuff. I mean, there's stuff in there, but it's just not as good and the rewards are just not as good as the secret dumpsters that I've been pulling from for the last 90 days or so. Yeah. And we started only with one. And that one dumpster, literally, that I started with, and I didn't even check it tonight. I'll check it tomorrow. That one I probably only pulled maybe $70 worth of stuff, like sale wise out of it, and then the rest of it was all scrap. That first one I started with, and I thought it was good. So it's not that great, I guess. So yeah. So yeah, you find better ones. Just gotta stay in the loop. And we didn't check the 4-wheel place. His dumpster for a while. They could have had good stuff in there. But it's been raining a lot, so I skipped it. Is what it is. I was slacking this week. You gotta be more consistent. I was happy with the scores that I had because they seemed to just be so high, but I should have really went out more and did better. Never be satisfied with junk. Go out and do more and more and more because you just don't know. When you have that slow time and you have the abundance of shit, that's what's going to get you to the slow time. So, I don't know. That's getting better because I stopped putting pressure points in my palm. Finally. Amazing. Now if her thumb ever gets her feel back again, it'll be even more great. It's been zinging a lot right here. Right there. I can actually have feel over here now. We used to have no feeling at all right when I'm scratching. But it's still weird over here and over here. Yeah, maybe one day it will. Oh, I can feel it over here now. Used to not be able to. Oh, ticklish. I need like acupuncture probably. That would probably wake it up. But I don't really want to stick needles in it. Probably would wake it up. Because deep in the tissue and it still has feeling. But on the surface level it's weak. 40 minutes. Anyway, get your Lowe's mini bucket though, back in stock if you didn't see it last night. Want to see the Lowe's mini bucket? Hold on. Some people are watching. I'll be back. Oh. By watching still. So you get yourself a Lowe's mini bucket. They have them in stock on a lot of Lowe's now. Back in stock. Probably your location will have it too. So go check it out. Go in the store and look. It should be by the paint department. Should be. If not, ask one of the ones made in China. Yeah. And now they're not 98 cents anymore. They're $1.48. Yeah, go look for it. It's the coolest thing ever. I'm still fascinated by it a day later. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get like, I don't know, 4 more. Put in my tools. Put some in my toolbox. They're good in the top drawer. And I don't know. I don't know what else. I don't know. Put Lego pieces in there. I'm building Lego sets. Maybe. I gotta look for an Ace one though next. Let's see if they have them. They have the same handle, the Ace one. The Home Depot handles look different on theirs, but they're $11 for their mini bucket. That's too much. Yeah. I'm out of here. I can't enjoy or show anyone or buy anyone a mini bucket because I have no friends here. No one wants to deal with me. Oh, another thing is I'm gonna have to get off everything that I'm on except for YouTube in the near future. Off. It has a 631 in there for the 631 people. Represent. Yeah, I was gonna use this to catch strips when it was raining before. Yep. These would be super handy too under the car hood when you crack a power steering hose or something like that, or like a brake fluid. It's perfect. Perfect. Anyway, pee in it. Yeah. All right, I'm out of here. What even is that? Probably 3-inch. Probably. I think this bucket is it is out of this one's out of round. It sent me a defective one. It is out of round. I'm out of here. Should go return it. It is. This one is elongated. I see it. They failed me. Oh, it's better now. Alright, I'm out of here. Nobody fucking cares. I'm done talking about shit. But yeah, any opportunity though, you'll get it in time. I know why it's out of alignment because the spring handle is squeezing it. It's too tight. And that's what's causing the whole bucket to pinch. Yeah, it is. Interesting. Probably eventually the spring handle will cause this to crack. Too much tension. Oh no. Modifier mini bucket. See? That's better now, no handle. broke it. That's a drinking cup. Okay. Anyway, mini bucket.